I'd have mortar cannons sitting all around here. We're stopped dead until you can take those babies out. Once they're snuffed, our boys are rolling again.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our Freedom Fighters Let's Play. Today we continue our adventure with Governor's Island Artillery.
Let's take them out. Move it. Bring it on.
Alrighty, looks like we have a couple of emplacements that we need to take care of to start things off. As you guys can see, we actually have a few artillery areas. Of course, they are heavily modified, as you can see. Got all kinds of barricades, machine gun nests, all the fun stuff. Unfortunately for them, we brought a small little army, and we are not going to be backing down anytime soon. Now I'm going to continue to work our way up. Obviously, we have a guy on an MG nest. I'm going to try to land one of those beautiful headshots, but as we have discussed in previous episodes, unfortunately, we're a little inaccurate. We're not the most accurate thing to ever grace the earth. Alright, so let's work on getting this second C4 place so that way we can blow up this second emplacement. Obviously, we don't want this artillery raining down fire on our allies. We want to make sure that we can take care of everything in the confinements of our own sewer. Alright, so at the moment we've been able to successfully take out both of the emplacements. Obviously, it looks like we actually need to work our way a little bit more into the midst of the compound itself. Now, at the very beginning, we also saw that there was a beautiful Russian flag waving in the wind. It would be such a shame if we had to take down that Soviet flag and replace it with some red, white, and blue. Now, we're obviously going to call over all of our freedom fighters over here, so that way they can try to draw on a little bit of that fire, but at the same time, it'll also give us the ability to kind of get into some cover, and we can slowly but surely work on taking these Soviet scum out. Alright, we're going to try to utilize this cover in the meantime, because we don't want to expose ourselves too much, but at the same time, we definitely want to try to be a little bit safe at the moment. Let's see if we can switch over to a frag grenade, or maybe a Molotov cocktail, and try to get that located right on top of that turret.
Get back here. Regroup. Fall back. Regroup. Take it easy. I'm already target eliminated.
Alright, so we're going to call over all of our freedom fighters out here. As you guys can see, there is just an absolute small army over here. So we're going to try to utilize this cover while they try to draw in most of the fire. Like we got a couple of guys in the center here, so obviously going to try to line up some beautiful shots on these guys. Like we have a guy with a red beret, so unfortunately he's no longer in charge. We kind of did the look at me, I am the captain now on that guy.
Take this. You'll be fine.
Alright, so at the moment, it looks like we actually need to get on top of the Soviet Air Force area up there. So it looks like we actually have a building over here that we can utilize to gain access. Kind of shot that guy in the shoulder there, so I don't think he's probably going to be a big fan of that. Now, of course, we are going to spend just a few moments here trying to pick up some ammunition for our beautiful AK-47. We can always count on the Russians to be rocking that AK, so it makes our life a little bit easier.
Scan that area.
I don't know, that freedom fighter with that shotgun, that's kind of terrifying. That dude just blasted these guys into the next century. So at the moment, we're going to try to work our way into these little tight corridors over here. I'm actually going to get all of our freedom fighters rallied back up on top of us. This is definitely going to be very close combat here, so we're going to want to try to make sure we're paying attention to all these corners. Alright, I'll get a few of those guys out there, see if they can actually try to figure out where everybody's kind of lurking at. Looks like they were able to successfully clear the area, and so we're actually going to head over to our beautiful chopper over here and plant our C4 basically underneath of it. Alright, so we were able to successfully get rid of that chopper. Obviously, you can see where all these poor guys didn't quite make it out of combat alive, but nonetheless, looks like our last little mission is actually going to be to go raise that flag that we located earlier. Looks like we do have a damsel in distress down here, so we'll make sure we get her picked up. Alrighty, so all these corridors over here are looking pretty safe. Obviously, we need to work our way over to the next section, so I'm actually going to head up here real fast and see if we can actually locate exactly where we need to be heading. Does look like another fortified position up there, so let's call over our freedom fighters and have them go take care of business for us. Alright, I'm actually going to do a little bit of flanking over to the right-hand side here and see if I can try to get some of these guys off guard. Looks like they actually are going to be the ones getting me off guard because I was not expecting them to be hanging out over here. Get a fresh new magazine in here, but let's get everybody called over considering that at the moment we're kind of all over here by ourselves.
Watch recon. Sweep check our perimeter. You bet. Regroup. Abort.
Alrighty here, so we're actually going to get inside of here right now. Obviously, we got a guy up there with a machine gun, kind of raining down fire, but I think we're going to be alright. I think we kind of outnumber that one guy by pretty good margins. At the moment, it looks like I'm actually going to be able to slowly but surely venture our way up to that second story here. So let's actually do a little bit of checking to make sure everything's looking okay. Obviously, take that guy out. Looks like we might have a down civilian, so let's get over there and kind of get that guy all healed back up in just a moment.
Relax. Just regroup. Get back here. Pull out.
Alright, let's get everybody rallied back up over here. It looks like all our freedom fighters are still doing alright. They're still rocking their beautiful weaponry. They're all loaded up and ready for some combat.